Hey guys, back again with another quick video on the Honda 125M. After the last video where we got it to run on ether, I decided it might be worth taking another look at the carburetor. Typically, the way things go for me is the first time with carburetors never usually fixes the problem anyway, so I figured it was worth going over them again. That's still not to say that compression is not going to be an issue. Even if I do get the carburetors straightened out better than they were, it may still not run or run correctly, but it seemed to run okay with the ether, so I figured I'd go about taking the carburetor off again. So as you can see, I got it off. I got it tore apart. I discovered one thing: it was dry. There was no fuel in the float bowl whatsoever. So I took the drain off there and took a look at the filter. Now before, all I did was blow the filter out, and I did blow air down through that hole right there, which is what feeds your fuel from the tank in through this petcock into the bowl. And it seemed to be blocked. When I first put the air to it, I could hear something make a little pop. So I took the plug back out, and the filter, it was pretty rotten. It's possible that a piece of that was plugging that hole. I'm not sure, but that's definitely why I think we didn't get anything at all out of the bike when we tried to start it the first time with just the fuel in the tank. Possibly because that was plugged and it wasn't filling the bowl. I know that bowl still looks like shit. It's the best I can get it. I just went over them again, and with a scrub brush and carburetor cleaner, it's kind of hard to get all that out of there. But for all intents and purposes, for what we're trying to do, just to get it to start and run, I'm hopeful this time maybe we're going to get something out of it, because before, like I said, the float bowl was dry. It never even got gas into the carburetor. That's why we weren't getting anything at all out of it, not a pop or a fire of any kind. So I'm going to take these over and I'm going to give them another clean again and give them a blast out with some air, and we'll come back. Alright guys, so as you've seen in the last clips there, I got the tanks back on, carburetors on, the air tubes hooked up, filter lids on, all that stuff. So I'm just gonna hook up the battery and pour what gas didn't pour out all over the floor back in the bike, and we're gonna try for the second time to get this bike to fire up. I remember an old guy I used to work with years ago used to say, if you can't fix something the first time, don't bother trying again. I tried for the life of me to remember his name earlier, but I can't.
So what's your name, Icy?
Stuntman Mike.
Stuntman Mike's your name.
You ask anybody.
Hey, Warren. Who is this guy?
Stuntman Mike.
And who the hell is Stuntman Mike?
He's Stuntman.
Anyway, we're gonna get the gas in and the battery hooked up and try attempt 2 and see if this thing will run on its own.
Oh, let me tell you about a city known as Satan City. City of Satan. Where all the people look so good, you gotta hate them. City. City of Satan. But when you feel it and your blood runs hot, you gotta keep on rocking, give it what you got. In the city, city of Satan. In the city, city of Satan. 1,000 years of lies and still they gotta fake it. City, city of Satan. You gotta wear a mask if you wanna make it. City, city of Satan. But when you feel it and your blood runs hot, you gotta keep on rocking, give it what you got. In the city, city of Satan. City, city of Satan. You don't really wanna go there. You don't really wanna make it go home. Put your makeup on, make your hair real free, and leave it tonight.
Oh, 20! Get over there and shut it up, or we all choke to death.
Kiddo, you sold him that piece of shit. You ought to be fucking ashamed of yourself.
City boy, I gave you all my leather. Yes, I did. Oh, Satan City, man, you gave me stormy weather. But when you feel it and your blood runs hot, you gotta keep on rocking, give it what you got. In the city, city of Satan.
That's the last time you run that mechanical asshole in here without an exhaust hose. I catch you doing it one time and you're out. You understand?
Alright guys, there it is. After sitting 26 years, the bike actually starts and runs on its own. That's not to say there isn't still some issues. For some reason it's pouring fuel steady out of its overflow hose onto the ground when the fuel's turned on. I don't know what's going on there, if it's a rotten O-ring in the carburetor or if the float's not set correctly. I'm not sure what the issue is, but it does run. As you've seen, I adjusted the carburetor a little bit there after it first fired up, and just touch the button and it goes now. I never tried to move it. I never tried anything else. I never even really warmed it up 100%. I just let it idle for a few minutes, and I turned the fuel off and then let it run so it would burn the fuel out of the bowl so it would stop dripping all over my goddamn floor. But anyway, let me know what you think. Leave a comment down below. If you want to subscribe, please subscribe. And like usual, if you have any suggestions or anything like that you want to see done with the bike, just leave a comment and we'll see what direction we'll go from here. Now that it runs, I might do a little bit more with it. I'm not sure. I might get into the drivetrain, into the chain, and see what it's going to take maybe to get it moving around. I'm not too sure. I might just throw it in the back of the garage, but let me know what you think. If you want to watch any more of my videos, there'll be a couple over on the right hand side of the screen, and subscribe right down in the corner down there. Alright, thanks guys.